Hello, ladies, gents, and porn addicts giving in to temptation yet again. I have all your needs covered. Don't you worry about it, dick pics incoming. Let's do the daily challenge of August 6th, 2020. I said August in the previous daily challenge. I was made fun of relentlessly, and now my self-esteem is at an all-time low. Congratulations on destroying my psyche with your barbs, your cruel words. I was just living in a different world, different alternate dimension, where it was 1 month forward. When you had to make fun of me like that, that was extremely callous of you. Can't believe my own viewer base would be this absolutely, relentlessly, and obtusely evil towards me. Your filthy neighborhood Blargo. I have done nothing wrong to deserve this kind of treatment by just random people on the internet. I have never, ever done anything to deserve such treatment. But here I am, just enduring the assault of the internet mob because I choose to live life in a different way. You're freaking bigot. Discriminating against me. You're just datist. You're a datist. Just making fun of me because I got the date wrong. Shame on you. Should be apologizing publicly on the internet for making fun of me like that. So there you have it. That is my opening spiel. Did you like it? I kind of embraced the goofiness of it. Let's look at it a little bit closer. I had no. Let me tell you the thought process behind it. Basically, there was none. I start the video. Here's my process when I start a Spelunky daily challenge video. I sit in front of the computer with the recording software open, and I'm like, what am I saying for an opening? I think about it for about 20 seconds, and something comes up. The entire nonsense about porn came up. So, that sounds good. Let's just blurt it out. And then from there, the entire thing, because I set the date of the daily challenge, it reminded me that I got the date wrong in the previous daily challenge, and from there I was like, well, let's lean on this silliness for a little while. I can milk it for a good minute, and that is the entirety of what just happened. How you like that? Do you like the inner workings on my brain? Do you think I should maybe be held down in a machine and studied to better understand the absolute sheer genius that is possible in the human race? I really don't like this seat so far, by the way. It is extremely irritating. There is no good ghosting opportunities. I was not going to ghost. Holy crap. I was not about to ghost in the previous level, even though there was quite a few good gems. Unfortunately, I don't have any more bombs than what I started with. And this man is not changing that. What a terrible exit. Look at this nonsense. Look at this nonsense. That present box better contain all kinds of amazing things. If it contains mustachios, piece of garbage, wife's anniversary present, and it's just a giant throbbing vibrating purple dildo, I'm going to be extremely displeased. He's just mixed it up with what he should actually have for sale, and he just has it there on display. I was like, oh, never mind, that was for my wife's cooter. And it will be a terrible thing. All right, it is not the wife's cooter helper. It is instead a glove to be able to touch it, because damn, is there some gnarly stuff in there. So he needs to don the pitcher's mitt so he can shove his fist just like she likes it. Anyway, there's still 2 emeralds at the top that we were going to ghost, and that's about it. Everything is terrible. Not going to keep that teleporter. I am not some kind of buffoon that keeps a teleporter in a daily challenge. Although you could argue there's some benefits to it. Maybe we should keep that teleporter for the giggles, for the giggle potential. Otherwise known as the GP. I rate everything in my life according to the GP, otherwise known as for the lulz. If something's going to give me some decent lulz, I'll do it. Speaking of decent lulz, man, boy, fella, partner, I am so glad I've decided to embrace this new and improved channel philosophy for the other channel, because it's like the moment I started doing it, it's like I got all these extra ideas for extremely goofy and fun shenanigans to get up to that I just cannot wait. I'm just thinking about them and laughing my ass off all by myself like a complete psycho, just sitting here, or most of the time it's just walking around. I'll be doing something else and I get this stupid ass idea and I was like, I gotta do it. Now I have to do it. And it's kind of dumb, but it also fills me with an amazing sense of wonder. Of course, not gonna spoil them. They'll ruin the entire experience, damn it. But boy, am I looking forward to posting them and people going, what the hell? That's basically the reaction that I'm going for. What the hell are you doing? And then you chuckle and shake your head. You click that like button. And you're like, yeah, Blargo, you got me. You got me. You're a good boy. Provided the chuckles for today, your mission has been accomplished. It's not like I want to make you laugh every single time. Like, I just posted the first. It's not indicative of what the channel is going to be about. I posted the first. Holy, all these off-screen arrows want to destroy me. Just Spelunky cheating. Because he knows he cannot take me on a fair fight. Just posted the first. And it's basically talking about, I often wonder how to let people know that an emergency may have happened. And I feel like I weirdly obsess about it more than it would be necessary. So I talked about that for like 5 minutes with a bunch of idiotic text, overlaid over text, overlaid over the voiceover. Oh, there's a vault here, huh? 2 bombs to get there. Will leave me with just 1. Totally worth it though. Volt's always worth it. Really don't like this though. What we're gonna do, put our rope there. The timing will be a little tight. Should be doable. This could have been horrendously bad if he had gotten hyper armor for whatever reason. He got hit by the explosion, something ricocheted or something, and then he just completely ignores my shotgun to the face. Yeah, that would have been pretty bad. But anyway, before I leave that entire line of thought, do check it out if you did not see the announcement. Like, I posted one of those absolutely worthless community posts, and most of them, they just don't get displayed to the people that might want to see it. So got that. Hopefully I'll remember to put one of those in the corner, one of those notification thingies in the corner, so you can check it out. And while it's not indicative of the kind of content that's going to be, it's like I said before, it's going to be just variety on whatever the hell crosses my deceased brain. It does tell you, like, the tone. Not really the tone either, because that tone of that one is kind of serious with a humorous undertone. It has layers, you see. You wouldn't get it. It's just too complicated for your monkey brain. It has so many layers of meta commentary. I'm a very serious artiste. You should always stand in awe. Just watch my videos and your jaw dropped at the sheer genius coming from my galaxy brain. You're going to be absolutely flabbergasted by the amount of dick jokes that I can pack into a single episode. This is not triggered, is it? Nope. Oh, I'm glad I did. I chose to trigger it. There is a gem over here. There's some stuff over here too. Can you get the ruby? You cannot. I would like to get that idol, but first, I really forgot that this existed. Anyway, Once that's all out of the way. So I was concerned. You see, when you go into an endeavor like this, just like I did when I started writing, it's like, I want to become a novelist, but will I get ideas to write about until the day I die? Because that'll be embarrassing to write your last novel and now what? And just start scraping the bottom of the barrel? Well, not worried about that in the slightest anymore, because I already know there is more novel ideas than I have time to live on this earth. So, not concerning anymore. Now the concern goes the other way around. It's like, I ain't gonna get around to all of them. And that fills me with sadness. Because there's some good stuff over here, and I'm gonna have to play some triage with my story ideas. I'm not going to say that they're the greatest mankind has ever devised, but there's some good stuff there. Some good stuff that I would like to tell all of the stories that I know already. It ain't gonna happen. So whatever novel you get next is the one that I thought was the next best idea, and it will continue declining, going lower and lower until you get the absolute worst idea for a novel that I've had at the end of my career. So hopefully you're looking forward to my steady decline in originality and quality of idea making. But anyway, just like that, I was also concerned, like, if I start making all original content for YouTube, I'm gonna be like, have we picked up every diamond? Let's assume that we have. It goes at the good times, and so they roll ever so beautifully. I like to chase the rock, see where it ended, and see if it liberated more money. Did not do it though, so that's fine. Just like that, the concern that, oh man, am I going to run out of ideas? And then it will just be an embarrassing scraping of the bottom of the barrel and everything becomes stale. Like so many, like you can't blame channels that started really original and fun and they had all these wacky, cool videos, and they just become stale because they are either doing the same thing over and over, or the new ideas that they have, they're not as awesome and original as the first ones. Originality, slightly overrated. That's a tangential comment there. I agree with, what is his name? Something Abercrombie. Is that the guy? The guy that wrote Malice and the sequels that I forget the name of? I've not read them, but I've read very good stuff about them, so it's probably going to be read by my person at some point. I'm talking about novels, by the way, if you're not keeping up with the train of thought here. Originality, slightly overrated, especially in these times where so many things have already been created. Having an original idea, not even close, because it's nearly impossible. So if you do have an original idea that's never been done before, chances are it's garbage. But if it's not, well, hold on to that $1 million idea, because it's going to be amazing. But it's very likely not to be. It's very likely to be something that's been done before. What matters is execution, how well you do it. You do need a little bit of originality, but much like he said, a little bit of originality goes a long way. Just build on what's come before you with a little bit of originality, and the outcome is probably going to be way better than if you go to a completely original tangent that puts people off because it's weird as hell. Because by its own nature these days, for you to make something wholly original, has never been seen before, and a story that is like, holy crap, this is a whole new experience in storytelling. For it to be like that, it needs to be completely out of this world insanity. Because it's all been done before. By own nature of, art progressing through thousands of years. Holy crap. Everything according to plan, baby. That is why you shotgun jump. That is why you shotgun jump. Still hearing Shorekeeper's music. Oh, but it's just that weirdo. Okay, we're leaving. We're leaving. Everything's fine. There was no black market here. No black market whatsoever. Let me close up the distance here with the microphone. Hopefully you have not been blowing up the microphone with too much volume. I adjusted it recently and I had to move things around a little bit. Let me know if the volume of my voice clips sometimes. It's hard to keep track of it. And it's hard to be the judge of it. There's a black market. That's a very nice and easy location that my one bomb can take care of. Not happy with the seed, like I said. The dearth of bombs is absolutely atrocious. I wanted to whip that, but I did not manage to do it. So hopefully we can solve that problem very, very close, very, very soon. Either in the black market or these crates that are spawning right here. This pleases me greatly. Maybe this will turn the seed around. Looking pretty nice. We did get the vault, so that's nice. It's not like it's a complete disaster of a seed. Just not great. Pretty sure we have no reason to go all the way down. Ah, there is the idol, but we'll just bomb our way in there. That's a good spot. Alright, let's get out of here. So anyway, I'm very happy about having original ideas and fun things to do. Even shotgun jump probably can. I have the pictures made, so this will bounce like crazy. Maybe we can get a better shot on the. No? Yeah. No, my idol. He killed himself. Well done. You absolute moron. Can I maybe bounce it that way? Yeah, there we go, man. Took a little bit of arithmetic, a little bit of geometry. Got it done. Alright, we haven't blown this up yet. We have rescued 0 people. Like a proper spelunker that I am only interested in my own self. Still though, 8 health thanks to that amazing pile of health that I picked up from a freaking bee. Diabetes. You know what? You guys can hang out by yourselves and we won't really care about what you do. Please kill each other. That would be fantastic. That would be great. Did I finish? Yeah. I finished the entire line of thought. I am not worried about running out of ideas anytime soon. I was like, I don't know what I'm going to be shooting for. I'll just post things when they're done. That's something I really like. The entire thing of not having to grind for a video a day kind of thing. Alright, everything's dead. And I am happy about that. With joy. Ooh. You are carrying a jetpack for me? How thoughtful of you. You beautiful shopkeeper, you. What a guy. For you to carry. Look at this black market. The most black market I have ever black market. It's just absolute beauty. Wonderful. Can we do this the stylish way? Oh, please me greatly. Oh yeah, baby. Fills me with such joy to perform such a pro move. Attach a bomb to the corpse of their friend and then watch them as he gets destroyed by his very own friend carrying a present to him. Everybody's dead. Somehow they have managed not to escape this place. That's weird. Oh yeah. Boy, what a black market. Very easy, quick and fun. Slaughter for the whole family. Fantastic stuff. There's nothing that I could possibly want. There's like no gems though. So that's where the seed is collapsing so far. There's one ruby up there, one sapphire down there. It would have been great to get a mattock, but even a mattock would not do much at all. Kill you. Like, do I want to ghost at this point? Life is but a dream, and I am having a nightmare. There's an emerald over there. Bam! We're leaving. 2-3, unfortunately. It's just, it ain't worth it to bomb for all these gems. What is that? $25,000? I ain't hustling for $25,000. Who the hell do you think I am? Some kind of low-tier YouTuber? No. I am your PewDiePie. I am your Pokemon. I am raking in the dollar just by showing my booty on camera. Subscribe to my OnlyFans for exclusive raunchy content. The link is in the description below. Please, 18 plus only. I don't want to be sending my hairy butthole to 13-year-olds. I would rather that didn't happen. I could get in some serious legal trouble if that happened. So please, if you subscribe to my OnlyFans, that is very real, not made up at all. Make sure you're above 18 so that when you get those pictures of my hairy butt cheeks all up in your face, you can find nothing but joy in them and not be all like, I am 12 and what is this? That will be terrible, and I will feel pretty terrible. I want a corpse. Please, give me a corpse so I can throw it in there. Oopla. There you go. Now it's open. Open for business. Open for ghosting business. Time for Callie to be pleased at my service. The service has been delayed quite a bit. I'm a little embarrassed that it took this long to have a chance to worship at her feet. For I find her feet most enticing. Ow. Never got that. It's a pretty subjective thing, isn't it? The entire foot fetish thing. You thought that I was going into some kind of intellectual path there, didn't you? You forgot for a moment the kind of commentary that comes out of my face. Foot fetishes is like, what's the deal, man? I just don't get it. It's a foot. It's a foot. You use it to walk on. I just don't understand it. Like I am fundamentally unable. Please, I want to stop playing with my foot. Fundamentally unable to understand the appeal. And I guess that's the entire point of it. Like when you have a fetish, it's just something in your lizard brain that gets triggered, and there is no rational thought that will explain it. It's just a thing that happens in your brain, and that goes, yeah, I like that. Oh, I like that. Show me what that. Oh, that's hot. Oh, look at those toes. Look how the toes are so long and they're painted toes. It's the weirdest thing, and I am fundamentally unable to understand it. Now, show me distended bellies and a hedgehog being swallowed by an obese princess. I'm there. Oh, baby, I'm there. Yeah. Give me that Princess Toadstool swallowing Mario, and then you get a view of Mario in the belly. Like, ooh, sprung, baby. My anaconda wants all of it. So anyway, that is nice, wonderful, positive, wholesome content that hopefully you have come to expect by now. Never mind YouTube algorithm. This is nothing but jokes. There is no weird discussion. How dare you? Nothing is weird. Don't you dare freaking king shame me. How dare you? What? So what? So what? If I like ladies with fair hair on their face, smiling while twirling a hot dog between their fingers. So what if that is what gets me going, huh? How dare you even suggest that I should be ashamed one iota about the weird garbage that gets my brain excited. This is 2020. There's no more shame. There's no more judgment. All kinds of depravity are okay. Otherwise, you're making me feel bad. And feeling bad is like the bane of humanity. Obviously, no one should ever feel bad about anything they do at any point. Otherwise, you're a dirty shamer. Gross and judgmental. I don't like you, sir. I don't like your attitude. I don't like the way that you're choosing to conduct your life. You appear to be reticent to becoming a corpse, and that just is not conducive to my goals. How selfish of you. I can't believe you are this way. You should be mindful of my needs. And just drop that already. And the fact that you are not, the fact that you're resisting your own mortality, well, obviously makes you a bigot. And I cannot stand the way that you are choosing to keep living. So I'm going to find you once more and destroy you with the incredible power of my bombardment. Kind of hate the way that this is happening right now. It's alright. This bomb will get him. It's just like, if I jump down there, it's just nearly a short death, you know? Maybe I can put a little bit more thought into it instead of being a total idiot. To stop wasting bombs like an utter piece of garbage. We have waited and worked so hard. We've gone this far for Callie's embrace. Damn it, we're gonna get it. This was going to be the Kapala. I've been sacrificing idiots all my life. It's just an extension of it. That's possibly why I resonate with Spelunky so much. It's just basically an extension of my real life. Like everything from robbing shopkeepers, piling up their corpses, putting them in a mass grave. Well, that was foolish, but not a complete loss. Piling them in a mass grave, sacrificing them to dark gods, getting innocent victims and getting them through the knife. It's all a wonderful reflection of my real life experiences. So, you know, that's all comes back for full circle for me. That is why I resonate at a very basic primal level with Spelunky. He's very happy. Very happiness inducing. Because it just reminds me of how wonderful my life has been. And how terrible the life of my enemies has become. Or I guess became. Before they all, you know, burned. In several little pieces all over the world. Down the bottom of the lake and all those great places. I don't know why I'm sacrificing all these people. It's just, you know, devout worship. It's not about the rewards. It's about pleasing the dark goddess so that she may like. Look at that six-pack. You know what? I'd never noticed Callie's incredible six-pack. She's freaking ripped. She will literally rip your face apart with that freaking washing board. You know she can writhe like a maniac on top of your pelvis right there. That is amazing. Anyway, let's get out of here. I think we have done enough damage. We can leave this place satisfied in the thought that we have destroyed it and defiled it as thoroughly as humanly possible. Maybe even superhumanly possible. We are now in the ice caves, and we seek riches as we often do. Here is a poor bastard that is ready to give up all his earthly possessions. In a very generous manner. Look at that. How generous of you. That man was a true good Samaritan. Deserves nothing but our respect. Man, I am full of respect for that man donating like that. All the things that he owned. Holy crap. Can't you see? I'm carrying a dog to salvation. How dare you interfere? Woo! How dare you interfere in this mission of peace? It's gonna get him. It's gonna get him. It's gonna get him. It did not get him. He got himself. Congratulations. You played yourself. Anyway, this guy is trapped. So I guess I'll just deal with him later. Major Stupid will find his way out. Don't worry about it. He's a smart boy. He can make it. So, you know, wonderful times in the ice caves. We're going to make all kinds of cash. We actually managed to get all the... Whoa! Not see that. I was just going to leave the pot. It was a perfect spot. Perfect spot for a bomb. But we can do it through this corner right here. Unfortunately, I've used up one pot already. Probably it's a good idea just to throw a bomb here. He doesn't need to grab it, although he did. That pleases me. But it would have been fine just to open a path to oblivion for him. There you go. There you go. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful stuff. Like I often say, I get sometimes asked as if I know any kind of inside track information about Spelunky 2. Well, let me tell you, there's no news whatsoever. Only Derek Yu knows the progress and how close we are to getting it. Like, there's zero word or information, but there was a little bit of talk about will there be a beta period, and there was no comment one way or another from Derek Yu. If you know or if you remember of with Spelunky HD Remake, they had a period in which they had some YouTubers play it ahead of time so they could put up videos and all kinds of good stuff. You know, for promotion, and I feel like it was extremely successful. It got me really angling to play the game way back when Bear, Taffy, and Norn Lion and all that gang, Green 1990, and all the people that I think you can still find linked in the very first Shopkeeper's video, so Shopkeeper 101 video. I think you can still find a link there, even though I think none of them still play Spelunky. Well, of course they don't. There are sane people that move on from games. Only an absolute weirdo fool would stick around and play the exact same game. What is it, 5-7 years after its release? Still playing it every single week. Only an absolute buffoon idiot piece of trash would indulge in such madness. I feel sorry for the poor soul that chooses to spend their time so. But anyway, there was that beta period, and there was a little bit of talk on the Twitter that I continue to make fun of and absolutely despise. But I do check now and then to see if Derek Yu has said something about the Spelunky 2. Saying, will there be a beta period? And if so, this is how I found out. Somebody tagged me. Is that the proper nomenclature? Somebody put my handle on it so I would know. Say, if you do have a beta period, consider having the Blargo be part of it, because he's pretty much the only moron still playing this. Regularly, that is. Speedrunners and all that stuff, you know. I'm sure there's people that play this regularly still. And Dan Giesling, I think he's still playing it, because he re-embraced it, posting Spelunky. Anyway, there was no answer, but it sparked a... There's no more money here. It sparked a thought, because somebody was saying, no, don't have a beta period. Why am I breaking this? I just like to see things getting destroyed. That's just the way that I want to spend my life, I guess. Let's just get the hell out of here. No, don't make a beta period. That was infuriating. Just release it for everybody at the same time. And of course, that makes me think, what do I think? What do I feel about that? I believe, as an end user, I'll definitely support just it being released without that beta period. But as a game developer, if I were one, of course, I ain't one, but I can put myself in their shoes. If I were in their shoes, I would definitely venture. That's an excellent marketing tool that you should not pass up. Building up hype and expectation for the release of your game, giving exclusive access to a select few. This is a bad place to be, so I'm not going to be here anymore. Giving beta access to a select few and let them do promotion for your game. And it's like a win-win-win-win-win for everybody entailed. Because you as a developer get that promotion and you're paying nothing. You just give the game for free. The people that have exclusive content, they get that giant boost in views because, you know, they are the few people where you can get that content from. And, you know, you build a lot of hype, but of course the user gets blue balls. The end user gets blue balled into having to wait, having to watch people play it. They want to play it, But they can't do it. Monetarily, though, totally worth it. Like, it's the good kind of frustration, you know? It's the kind of frustration that makes you go like, oh, when the time actually comes, it's gonna be so sweet. Instead of the frustration that goes, well, go F yourself. I hope that you die in a fire, you know? It's quite a big difference. And some people will be a little salty about it, but I am certain that there will be zero, very close to zero backlash, actual people getting mad. It's like, of course, Spelunky 2 is going to have a limited YouTuber-friendly release to build the hype. Not like Spelunky 2 needs hype. It's like the second coming of Jesus at this point. For anybody that's into roguelikes, it is the roguelike platformer. It's nothing better. It is the Binding of Isaac of roguelike platformers. It is the Binding of Isaac of Binding of Isaac. Anyway, what I'm trying to say is, what I would rather see that limited release. I mean, that immediate and wide release as a video gamer. Probably the smart choice is to have that beta period, of which I doubt. I ain't got the clout, baby. I ain't got the clout to be part of that. Doesn't matter that I've been playing this game for so long. It's just some rando playing a video game on the internet. You don't automatically get into the radar or somebody. Also, I don't know, might be too edgy for Mr. U. I don't know. I don't know what kind of brand he wants to cultivate in juxtaposition to mine. Don't even know if he gives a crap about that. Like, obviously, I'm too obscure. I'm too inconsequential. Give me that money. For him to even know my brand, if even I have one. I have a lot of explosives. You know, it kind of just register in my head that I have a lot of bombs. This is suddenly a great seed if we can make it to the city of gold. So that is the aim, as it often is. Give me that gem over there. So I don't even need to ask you, oh, what would you think that is would you rather have? Because everybody would rather have the game as soon as possible. But probably also everybody can see how that beta period is going to be beneficial for the game overall. So, you know, we will all I have a very milquetoast take. It's not hot take. There's not any kind of incredible insight. It's just the most reasonable thing you can possibly think of, I think. Like, of course, we would all want the game sooner that it could possibly be. But we're probably going for a beta period. But maybe not. That's another thing to think about. Now, that is the beneficial thing. What do you think will actually happen? Will Derek go for that beta period, which I believe was pretty damn successful at building hype? Or will he feel like, you know what? Spelunky HD probably needed it. But Spelunky 2, this is going to be a massive hit no matter what. He must know that, right? Whether it will live up to expectations is a different story, but initially, the initial sales, will they really benefit that much from that YouTuber beta period? Or will it barely make a difference because everybody's already hyped for it? We just crushed a shopkeeper and this fills me with joy. You can feel my heart swell right now with utter contentment. There is a weirdo here, or rather his beautiful stash of garbage did not get tossed into the abyss. So here's 2 bombs for you. I hope that you enjoy them. Perhaps you would like to choke on them real hard. As hard as my... Let's see if we can cost all this money. Now this level is the greatest level. This is the greatest ice cave level that maybe has ever been spawned in all of Spelunky. There is so much money. There is a shopkeeper getting crushed fortuitously. And you know what there is? The chillest, most wonderful ice caves music that you could possibly have. It's just wonderful. This Ice Case level is just a piece of paradise in a morass of suffering that is the rest of Spelunky. It's just such a beautiful solace from our usual fare. The only thing that could make it better would be having actual mines to use. That would be great. That does put a damper. No longer absolute greatest level ever conceived. Nice, it's pretty good. Sorry, Major Stupid, but you contain blood within your body. And I am to have it. I think if I put a bomb right there, that will do it. That's good enough, though. That's good enough. But anyway, I have 1 billion bombs. And I'm going to use them to get all of the money. Going to Ghost Tower. Vault. Does this go to the abyss? It sure does. Does this go to the abyss? It does not. Let's get a bomb right there. And a bomb right here. That sapphire might go somewhere that I don't want it to go. Ghosted though. Hopefully there's no hole. There is no hole. There is no hole. Baby! We can still get this ruby if we are super elite super spelunkers. Well, it's not very elite super spelunkier, but pretty good. Tough emerald. Probably not gonna get it. Let's go around this filthy, pathetic garbage ghost. I don't like you. I don't like you one bit. We're just forced into an uneasy alliance in which we have to work around each other. It's like one of those buddy cop movies in which one of the buddy cops is an tangential wraith from beyond. You know, the typical buddy cop story. One is a wraith from beyond. The other one is just a struggling father of two trying to make ends meet. They make an odd couple, but they get together in the end with laughter, friendship, camaraderie, and free consumption of human flesh. You know, you gotta compromise. You gotta meet in the middle somewhere. You can't have camaraderie without the free consumption of human flesh by the ultra wraith from beyond. Being a wraith must be stressful, right? Constantly wailing, never knowing where your next meal is foolish enough to drop into your domain, barely being able to catch up to them, and just getting just jerked around by people trying to use you. People just don't value the brightness of your soul. All they value is, oh, how many diamonds can I make when I pass through gems? Must be terribly off-putting for this lady. No wonder she's just so full of wrath. And she gets used like so. Carrying this pot for no reason whatsoever. Blow that up. Get results. Hell yeah. Recently, there was a post. Look, I've gone at length about this. Actually, not length, but I have talked about this before. Patrick Rothfuss. It's like my videos keep circling back to the man for some reason. It's like, I don't have any obsession. It just happens to go back to whatever the hell he's doing. Because he was pretty much, like, his writing was the reason why I started taking writing novels seriously. Reading The Name of the Wind, even though, you know, in hindsight, there's a lot more flaws in there that I saw when I read it. But much like everything else in life, you look back on it and it's like, it's not as good as I remember or whatever. But anyway, reading that book, and we got the chill music again. What a wonderful, wonderful time to be alive in the Ice Caves. Reading the Name of the Wind. made me feel like I want to write stuff as good as this. I want somebody else out there to experience the joy of reading a story like the joy I'm experiencing while reading this story. I was like, what, 22 at the time? It's been over a decade since that book. I think it's been a decade since the sequel came out. And that is actually tying into what I'm trying to get at. Anyway, extremely great reading experience. Great author. Way back when he was an author and not somebody that is no longer an author. But, I mean, when you don't, what is the threshold? I think you never get that revoked, right? You never become a former author. Like, you wrote a novel and made it real big. You'll always be an author if you don't write anymore. So that is just not a fair thing to say. No former author over there. Just forever the author and no longer puts anything out anymore. Anyway, the reason I'm talking about is that we caught whiff of his own editor, whom had praised him to high heavens, absolutely loved him and his writing. Very, very recently, like maybe 2-3 weeks ago, made a Facebook post. No, it wasn't. It was. Yeah, there was. I'm trying to get the story straight. There was an article about, the third book of the Kingkiller Chronicle trilogy, which, by the way, I have like zero expectation for. I may have been excited about it about 10 years ago or whenever it was that I read the sequel. That was a serious step down. A serious step down from the Name of the Wind. Still was good. I enjoyed it. Just, had a lot of awful problems that the Name of the Wind did not have. But anyway, not even trying to get to that entire topic. This lady, there was an article going, oh, we don't know what's going on with the third book, The Doors of Stone, tentatively called. It might be this, it might be that. It might be editorial process taking long or being delayed for editorial reasons. So the lady, took a little bit of offense to that. She was she had a little bit of a chip on her shoulder about that. So she responded saying, I have seen no word of the third book in 9 years. What was it, 9? It was 9 or 6. 6 years. It's 9 years since he promised it. 6 years since the editor, has seen a single word of it. Can you imagine that? You pay for, because, the Dow, the house that published it, they pay in advance for it. They actually paid for the follow-up first book on a trilogy that comes after the first trilogy. They paid for that already. And can you imagine paying for that and believing that you're going to get it in a couple of years? This writer is pretty slow, and you're okay with that. So you're going to get it 2, 3, 4 years. Can you imagine going 9 years and seeing absolutely nothing being done on it, and then you see the activity that the author is doing? It's not doing anything productive, just streaming on Twitch for 15 people. This is a literal statement. And of course, doing fundraisers and all that stuff, which I personally, back when I was excited about this book, I personally promoted. Not to knock his charity work. That's actually his, Patrick Rothfuss's actual passion. And writing books seems to be very tangential at this point to his endeavors, which is, it's disappointing for sure, but also it's mind-boggling, right? So many authors out there would love to tell stories for a living, and here's a man who got the dream. It's just throwing it away playing video games on Twitch. I'm not saying that he should not be doing whatever the hell he wants to do. That seems like a little bit of a wasted opportunity. That being said, it's just one man with one book. And there's so much more. There's something that I've said before too. There's so much entertainment out there. Like, there's nothing that I need from any entertainer. There's something else somewhere that will provide just as much value. You are 100% disposable as an entertainer in 2020. There are no more Shakespeare's. There's no more freaking Plato creating stuff that you cannot see. There's no more Da Vinci. Like, you are disposable. I guess, you know, you can still make an argument for genius level inventors and scientists that may be irreplaceable. They have that kind of genius mind that think so differently that without them progress will halt or, you know, be super. Holy crap. Ooh. Super impaired. As entertainers though, you can create something amazing. You can be absolutely beautiful as an entertainer. You're 100% disposable. You do not provide anything that's irreplaceable. Hello, Mr. Shopkeeper. And I would like to internalize that. I am so disposable. So always be thankful for what you got, right? That's the positive message at the end of this spiel. It's like, you are nothing. So be thankful that you get something. That came out wrong. But you know, you get the gist of what I'm trying to say at the end here. It's like, he's still alive, huh? Oh, probably because Adam took it in the chin. Adam took the plasma cannon in the chin. Trying to murder you, Mr. Shopkeeper. Please stop. Resisting arrest. This is a citizen's arrest. You have broken the law. I must stop you. Take you to the proper authorities. I sentence you to being dismembered in a giant plasma explosion. Horrendous pain. Okay, I'll open the way, but only because you seem to be very eager to get out. One of these is gonna reach you, you son of a bitch. All right, good stuff. I've seen one of those being reflected and just frying my brain. It could have easily happened. Easily happened. All right, we made it this far. Now we just gotta go some junk. Unfortunate that I made the ghost come from the entire wrong direction, but you know, ghosting here is not a complicated endeavor. Please, hang on to the thing. There we go. Nice. And that is why, bottom line, that is why I'll always be thankful that I found, you know, a not insignificant audience in the YouTube specter, the YouTube sphere. It is a good time, and I'm happy you're here. Thanks for the company. That's something, it's one of the best Northern Lion quotes ever. Thanks for the company. So it's a very good and heartfelt message right there. Just thanks for the company in this cold, unfeeling world of despair. We're in this a good time together. Kaboom! But yeah, it's just strange. Like how much have communications broken down between you and your editor? Or somebody that professed, and she wasn't even being salty about it. She did seem a little salty. But she made sure to add, look, if he submits tomorrow a draft, I'll be just freaking delighted. And I will forgive the wait in a heartbeat. But She was understandably disappointed because part of her point was like, yeah, readers waiting for this is pretty bad. I agree. But how about the publishers that actually paid for the goods already? They are not getting anything at all. You know, it's crazy. It's crazy. I totally sympathize with the lady far more than with Rothfuss at this point. But anyway, how much does communication need to fall apart completely between somebody that used to love you? For her to take to the internet and publicly shame you. Somebody whose best interest is to prop you up as much as possible. She resorted to that. That speaks so much to the state of the relationship, doesn't it? It's like, holy crap. Like, in any eventuality, like any kind of communication that was even remotely healthy between them, she would definitely have given him a heads up. Do you want to giving him the opportunity to respond to the article instead of her doing it? Let's get out of here. You know, so that's the most interesting part of it. Like the entire, how bad is it for this message to have been posted like this? Holy crap. We're never going to see that book, right? And that's something I already had made peace with, but and now I just find it fascinating. I am looking for news about it now. Renewed interest in it, but for negative reasons, just to see how is this trash fire going to continue. The man has said absolutely nothing in response, like it might as well not exist. These comments, what you got, friendo? Absolute trash, huh? Well, I hope you die in a fire. That is my hope, my sincere hope for you. You piece of garbage. Ow. Didn't mean to take that point of damage. I could have easily been murdered there. Okay, Mr. Shopkeeper, how about I give you the means to fly? Fly, beautiful. Oh, he didn't fly at all. He just died. Well, that was also a possible outcome that we should have anticipated, huh? A slight miscalculation. Anyway, has renewed my interest in a negative way, just to see how this trash fire unfolds. See if there's any kind of repairing that can be done there. Like, if you're in that situation where you have promised a thing, for 10 years, and the person that should have your back the most goes in public to shame you, talking trash about you, not in a mean way, but just giving facts, and kind of like exonerating herself. Look, I ain't to blame for this. I am just stuck with this bullshit situation. You know, it's interesting. It's very interesting to see how that entire line will unfold. Like, through this, I've learned the man, like, he used to have a girlfriend, never married, but have a girlfriend for many, many years. He had 2 kids with, and then they broke it off maybe like 2 years ago. For what all the rumors and nonsense that people have talked about. And that must have been pretty rough, huh? For the mother of your children to stop living with you and caring about you in a romantic way. That must be pretty devastating. And he had the TV deal that fell apart before Corona. Before the Crow even came around, they dropped it because of budgetary reasons. They wanted to focus on a Halo show or something stupid like that, and they just dumped his TV show like it was hot garbage. One of the things, his father died all throughout this entire process. So, you know, it's not without, what's the word? Not caveats, not excuses. It's not without, I want to say, palliative reasons, but it's not what I'm looking for. Like, Damn it, it's one of those at the tip of your tongue. There's a word that is exactly fits this entire narrative. Nice, beautiful. Is that a caveman in the ice? No, because he's alive. Or was he alive? Are the cavemen in the ice still alive? Anyway, we can do invigoration here. Completely forgot. Like, it's not without palliative circumstances. That's good enough. It's not without palliative circumstances that have really pushed him back. But honestly, and this is something I've been saying to anybody that might care to ask, or the opinion, for sure. Look, I don't get political, especially American politics. If you say anything and it's you are either 100% in one side, 100% in the other, and there is no nuance whatsoever. It's just the way it has become. I don't know if it was always like that, but it definitely is like that now. Without judgment one way or another, whether it was a good thing or not. The 2016 election absolutely broke Patrick Ruffles. I was in the stream that he did right after it happened. I was still excited about news of the book and all that stuff. And you could see the man just dissolve. It was just pure despair. He didn't go lady screaming no at the announcement meme video levels. But internally he was there. Internally he was like, did I get invigoration here? I might have. Just in case we're going to sacrifice some more Yeti meat. Like, you know, coping, making all the excuses and all that stuff. The usual thing that you do when something mind-boggling happens. That's what was going on during that stream. And ever since, you see all this comments and stuff like writing is going awful. Like, I quote was, I just cannot write while the world is on fire. That is what he said about, you know, having to deal with Trump being elected and being the president of the United States. So it's like the election absolutely destroyed him, and he has not been able, he just tripled down on his activism. He has not been able to be creative ever since. Do I believe that he doesn't want to write it anymore? I'm not sure, honestly, because, you know, it's also a problem, and I can definitely relate to this. It's a problem of, this is a book he started when he was like 15 or something silly like that. This story has been with him literally all his life. And there is literally no way, the story that you wrote, that you conceived when you were 15, there's no way you don't grow past it. You know, there's no way you don't change your like, not just your beliefs, but the way you feel about it, the way that you wanted to write, the values that you wanted to promote in your novel, not in a preachy way, but, you know, what you wanted to get out of your novel and what you wanted to accomplish. It's a completely different thing 10, 20 years after you first conceived it. This is something that I feel slightly, not enough for me to say I'm never going to write the follow-up, but I can definitely see it becoming a problem that I will need to solve with Eternal, my first novel. It's like I conceived of that when I was 20 years old. Now I'm freaking 36. And while I'm still fond of it, and I still believe I can get a really cool sequel out of it, the main plot that I had in my head, I'm gonna scrap that for sure. It's going to be completely different, the follow-up to it. And of course it's gonna be better, because damn it, I have become a much better writer since then. But can you imagine if you had written 2 extremely highly regarded books on a series, and it's 10 years later, oh boy, it's 10 years later, and you're basically a different person in a different world since you wrote it. and all your 2 first books are leading, holy crap, are leading to something that you no longer feel excited about. You have been foreshadowing and just working towards a certain story, and you no longer feel that story. Like you no longer want to accomplish that story because it says something that you don't want to say anymore. It goes somewhere that you don't want people to feel that way anymore. That's something that's perhaps the most important part. When I write, the stories that I write, I never want them to be downer stories. They can be sad endings, but I never, ever, ever want to write a downer story that makes people feel worse than when they started reading it. One maxim that I hope I never break is you need to feel better about yourself and about the world after finishing my book, after finishing my novel. You might, get some terrible, sad middles. You might get some tragedies on the way there, but when the book is closed and you're thinking about it, you must be satisfied and not be just not feel wrong inside. There's a very specific, there's a vault here, I completely forgot about that. There's a very specific feeling that if you have ever read a book that leaves you feeling gross, you know exactly what I'm talking about. I never, ever, ever want to write a book like that. If I have a story that doesn't have a satisfying, cool ending that will leave you in a better place as a human being, well, I don't want to write it. And I do have a story like that, and I need to find a way, some way to turn it into something that doesn't make you feel bad. I have a story that is actually happening right now in my word processor. It's not a super long novel. Feels like it's a pretty short 60,000 word endeavor. And I love the voice of the character. The tone of it is very 18 plus. Like, I will definitely make sure if I ever finish it, if I ever find an appropriate ending for it that doesn't make you feel wrong about it, I'll be certain to market it as, not for children, not this one, not for teenagers. There's a lot of teenagers fine, but officially not. There is sex, violence, a lot of profanity, and just, bad people. And of course, it's about high school bullies. But not the way you might think. For some reason, I gravitate towards that a lot. I wouldn't say half, but a number of my story ideas, they all revolve around school and bad people at school and just dealing with high school bullies and stuff like that. School is just terrible, man. School is awful. School is the most traumatic experience of the first world. Obviously, if you grow up in a war-torn environment, yeah, that's probably more traumatic and worse for your mental well-being than being bullied at school, of which I was bullied a little bit, but not a whole lot. I was on both sides of that, actually. I was the bullier and the bully when I was in high school, or rather all throughout my school experience. What was I getting at? I was getting at something there. Oh yeah, that. For some reason, my brain is stuck on that a lot. Wants to work through it, I guess, by writing about it and creating stories in that environment. I hate this lava. It must go away. It's always from the perspective of the person being bullied. I'm sure there's a book out there from the perspective of a bully. And it's like tries to maybe make them more sympathetic or something, or like humanize them. And of course, the arc would be not bullying is so great and they deserve it. No, it will be like, humanizing the bully. I don't know why I grabbed that. And all that good stuff. which will be predictable. So maybe that's why it's not done that often. I don't know. If I wrote a story about a bully, it will definitely not be about redeeming the bully, because that's what you do, right? That's what probably is expected that you will do. So of course you'll want to do that. It says in the throes of the at the very start, talking about originality and how it's overrated. Unfortunately, we don't have the plasma cannon no more. We're gonna do something like this. Get to all these delicious rubies. Get rid of the lava. Now we can ascend. We do have 8 ropes. Ooh. Just go up this way for no reason whatsoever. And then get over here and not be able to get through, because I never opened that up. Let's go all the way back up, get that idol. You know this seed? I poo-pooped a little bit. Not gonna lie. I poo-pooped it. Turned out to be a fantastic seed. We got 1 million. Making money. Making friends. The shopkeepers. They all love me. Pretty sure. They whisper, "I love you," as I ram a shotgun barrel right down the throats. They just like it that way. What can I say about it? 2:23, so might as well get these ghosted while we're here. Oh boy, an hour and 11 minutes to stretch. Oh baby. Ooh. 1 hour 11 minutes. I need a drink. I forgot to pause it before stopping recording, so you get a little bit of a jump there, but nothing else has happened. He ghosted a few diamonds. Isn't that amazing? Anyway, we need to get the scepter to where it belongs. Get these ghosted as well. Usually, you know, old school, daily challenging stuff. I would die here. Most of the time I would die here with a lot of bombs and so many wonderful prospects, because I got greedy trying to get more money in 4-2 instead of just jumping into the city of gold with all these bombs. And that's probably what would happen today. Looking forward to it. Oh, I will not become a diamond. Looking forward to the impending humiliation of this ghost, making it so that I die. How we traverse this area? Man, there's so many beautiful emeralds all over the place. Look, wearing masks is annoying. Wearing masks is annoying. It is a terrible, terrible, super annoying thing. If you wear glasses, wearing masks is the most annoying thing in your day-to-day life. If you don't wear glasses, you have no right whatsoever bitching about having to wear masks to places. It's like literally the most minor inconvenience. If you wear glasses, though, you're constantly being bothered by glasses fogging up. I have worked out a methodology so they don't fog up, but still annoying as hell, because I need to just fidget with them all the time. So there. We'll probably give you this amazing tutorial. It will be incredible. It will be one of those 1-minute videos that then get 20 billion views, because everybody's wondering the same thing. How do I wear glasses without them fogging up? And I will be a sensation of the YouTube tutorial community. That will be me. My new claim to fame will come from telling you how to wear glasses without them fogging up, 100% guaranteed. But what I was thinking the other day is like, man, this pandemic is going to eradicate the flu if people wear masks all the time. If you wear a mask and continue to be mindful of the stuff that you touch and all that stuff, how the hell are you going to get the flu? I predict the mildest flu season of all time going into winter and the flu season. I don't know if this prediction will come true, but as wearing a mask become more and more widespread, it's like the perfect compromise, man. I don't understand the people that are really, really against it. I get it. It's an annoyance. That's not the point. That doesn't matter. is the compromise that you gotta do. It's like you can work and wear this mask, and it's the, you know, you have the highest ratio of safety versus being useful member of society. You're no longer starving at home. You're wearing a mask and you're working, you know, making a living and all that good stuff. So I really don't understand the aversion to it, other than it's annoying, and I don't want the government telling me what to do. Could it be this one time is something that is not a mandate? It's not the government telling you what to do. It's, you know, what everybody gotta do for safety to be the most widespread. Isn't it? Maybe a really good compromise versus telling you if you go outside you will be arrested, and then everybody gets close together when you get arrested, and we spread it that way because we're absolutely stupid. I just don't get it. I don't get it. But, you know, my prediction. Mark my words. I'm telling you. Fellas. We will get the absolute mildest flu season in history. That's my prediction. That is without knowing exactly the vectors of transmission for the flu. Maybe it's not the airborne transmission that really gets you with the flu, but just touching things after other people touch things. Not sure. Anyway, I'm trying to say here, there's going to be a bunch of tangential benefits that are not 100% obvious. Such as when maybe workplaces will realize, wait a minute, there's a lot less people calling out sick with colds and flu by wearing masks. Masks are now mandatory year-round, even after the pandemic is over. I can see that totally happening. Because businesses realize we get a lot less sick calls now. Why is that? Oh, is it because people wearing masks stops them from getting not just the crow, but every other airborne disease that you can catch? Or not every other, and not all the time. But if all parties wear masks, transmission goes down to near zero. So it's like, it's gonna happen, brother. It's gonna happen. Just give me all this vomit right in my mouth. This is what truly turns me on. At last. We were trying to get this going for a while. Anyway, I should be really making sure the rest of the level. Don't fly me, brother. Your pestilence is not wanted here. Alright. Screw that nonsense. There is a shopkeeper over here. Just want to murder him. Just nothing out of the ordinary. Get wrecked, son. Get absolutely destroyed. Your life is forfeit. Your ass is mine. Alrighty. Well, we have come this far. I do still need to get the Necronomicon. There's still a whole bunch of mummies. You know what else I am seeing in this City of Gold? Super dense City of Gold. Not going to be able to get every block here. But man, it's a lot of money. A ton of money. If I were able to get the Necronomicon. Oh boy. I'll get wrecked. If I were able to get the plasma cannon in this place. Should have maybe put a little bit more thought into this. Make sure that I had a escape plan against Anubis too. Alright, you dig. Alright. Let's get all this cash. There you go. There you go. What are your feelings? What are your feelings about the mask? Explain to me. If you're an anti-masker, I understand the negatives of it and how annoying it is. Give me a good reason, though. And a reason that doesn't entail I have a breathing problem, so I can't breathe through mask. That's bullshit. My wife has respiratory problems. Breathe through mask, no problem. In fact, she needs to. So otherwise, like if she catches the crow, man, she's gonna have a bad time. She's gonna have a bad time. Been guaranteed by the doctor. Really looking though like it's really being toned down. I still feel with the information that we had before, we were right to be terribly concerned. At this point, I'm more like, still don't want to get it, obviously. But if you get it, it's not the end of the world anymore. Like, they have worked out ways to treat it much better. No longer just murdering people on ventilators. And, you know, generally learning more about the disease. And basically, what you really want is to delay it as much as possible. It's like it's going to be around for a long time. Maybe forever. Depends on how effective that possible vaccine is. But the more you delay it, the more will be understood about it. The easier to treat it will become. You know, all that good stuff. So it really pays to still take a lot of precautions to make sure that you don't get wrecked. But anyway, I was trying to say, if you're somebody that's really refuses to wear a mask, tell me, what is your rationale? Because I'm telling you, it's the absolute best compromise between complete shutdown and caring for none of it. It's barely an inconvenience if you don't wear glasses. If you wear glasses, it's annoying. But you just put up with it. It's not like it's like whatever, man. It's an inconvenience. It's annoying. You just deal with it. You're a big boy with big boy pants. You can deal with minor inconveniences in your day-to-day life without a major issue. Don't be a pussy. That's what I'm trying to tell you. So yeah, I would love to know if there's an actual legitimate reason that it's not an absolutely ridiculous conspiracy theory, or it's not just what is probably the main reason for people not wanting to wear masks, and is that it's uncomfortable. And they just make up all these bullshit excuses because they really don't wanna. They just don't wanna. That's what's going on in my workplace right now. People just don't wanna, and they're not gonna do it. They don't doubt that it works. They just don't want to do it. And you know, if nobody forces them, they're just not gonna do it. Wonderful people. Infuriating. Anyway, that's what I got. That's what I got for you. I just don't see it. Why grab that? Hey, 3 extra bombs to get 3 extra piles of gold. Give me some more cash. Give me some more cash. The efficient blocks are starting to thin out. Not a ton of places where you get a lot of money anymore. So we're going to be a little bit more liberal where you place the cash money getters. Be a great place to put, like, between these 2 tiki traps. I don't feel confident though. I'm going to pass on putting between the tiki traps. I'm gonna do it. Alrighty. Let's do 2. This is a poor bomb, and I'm not going to put it here. It's always so just internally interesting. I really like it. It's a fun time to maximize the yield of the City of Gold. It's always very interesting to me to get this done. I don't know how entertaining it is to watch, but I enjoy a great deal, okay? I just want to get in there. I get in there. Blow it up. It's also an ingot. I guess I'll put a bomb here. It's still 21 bombs. I'm being way too conservative. I'm just trying to get as much as possible. It's a decent one. It's a decent one. Still 18. Just speed it up a little bit. Be more adventurous. Live a little. Untie your ponytail and let your hair down. I guess I'll put it there. I guess I'll put it there. Ah, give this cash. Just to me. It's an okay place now. Alright. Man, look at all that pile of gold. Look at that pile of gold in my inventory. 10 bombs. We'll place like 3 more. That's good enough. Live with 8. Grab all the money. Man, we hadn't done this in a long time. It's been a long time since I got City of Gold properly blown up. All the possible cash that I could. Oh, I guess I could have ghosted that, huh? There's still a freaking emerald here, but it will go in a place that I don't want it. Damn it, I'm gonna get it. Something like this. Please, let me go. Hoopla. Oh yeah, rain it down to me, baby. Give it to me. Ooh. Delicious diamonds. Right into my face. Feels great. One thing's for sure, though. Definitely feel glad after leaving Alaska. These days, the lower 48 would be a freaking nightmare. Cases, though, they have been climbing up in Alaska. And would not want to live in Anchorage either. They're reasonable still. It's a tiny portion of the population. I don't feel like I am in danger anytime I go outside. Just wear that mask. Don't touch anybody you don't want to touch. Good stuff. That is also my policy whenever I go into the BDSM dungeon. Just wear the mask. Don't touch anything you don't want to touch. You'll be fine. Just thumbs up. Man, I need to turn on the freaking fan. It's getting too hot in here. Freaking Alaska heat. Garbage. You know, you put up with the other Alaskan stuff as a result, such as, can I tell you right now about my car's windshield? It's a terrible ordeal to have a car's windshield in Alaska. It's a terrible thing. You see, oh, look at all those bombs. Fantastic. You see, here, because the ground is frozen for half a year, they don't throw salt on the roads, because then you would be spending all this salt and just rusting all the vehicles for half the year. It's just not a good plan to put salt on the ground for such a long period of time. It's not just it's not the one time, so you put the salt down and you'll solve that problem. No. It's a year-round thing, so you don't salt the road. What they do, they periodically put down gravel. And the gravel definitely helps with the grip of your tires. You know what else it does? It flies off from the tire onto people's windshields all the time. You'll be traveling down the highway. Crush my money, I can't believe you. Traveling down the highway, and suddenly it's like, fuck! Just a giant, startling rock just smashed into your windshield. Startled the crap out of you, and oh, there's another chip. Whoop! Well, one of them went right across and just creates a whole giant line of a fracture into your windshield. I replaced my windshield so many years ago, and it was like 1 month after. It almost looked like the same way that I had before I had replaced it. It's like, well, this is definitely not worth it. So now in this current situation, my windshield is full of freaking cracks, and there's nothing that is worth it to do about it. Do you understand the insanity of the problem that I'm telling you about? This is a massive, massive problem. We should make laws about this. All be feeling sorry about the state of my car's windshield. Well, I'm just going to grab it. Okay, I'm just going to grab it. This sticky trap is driving me nuts for some reason. I am just determined to go through this tower. 18 bombs. We're not using bombs to get gems. But if the gems want to give themselves unto me, I will ghost them. Spike shoes, amazing. But I want to get this money. Alright, we're going to whip the gold piles. Ooh, it's a gold idol. Extremely easy to grab. Don't worry about it. I'll be fine. I have 44 health, bitch. I can take a hit. It don't matter. It don't matter. I'm a freaking rock. I am a freaking Dwayne The Rock Johnson. I cannot be stopped. I am the beefiest, girthiest spelunker. I walk and the ground thunders. I step and the land quakes. For I am the Thunder Thigh Demon. You weren't going to get me, you weirdo. Evil succubus. I'm already married. I already have a succubus on my back. You're late. Get you murdered. This guy's annoying. If he gets out of there, he will get murdered. No, they don't want to do that. When you do that, though, not nearly as terrible in hell. I wanted the ghost to come on the top. There was a bunch of gems up there. Not nearly as terrible in hell because everything's double value. So not grabbing those diamonds, not that big a deal. So anyway, I have not even done any kind of math. Can we get an actual great top 10 score? Needs to get to 2 million these days, so I will need to... Yama's Throne, roughly, I think it's 240,000. Oh, this is a dead end. That was stupid. Roughly 240,000. I never grabbed the amulet. Kind of an important part of getting to this place. The entire reason why you get into this place. There you go. Nice. So, you know what? We are actually really close if we ghost a bunch. In hell. Well, I know what happened there. I got hit by, what? The shotgun? Not even keep track of it. Do that. Get rid of that weirdo. I really want to, you know, not die horrendously to all this garbage. This is very upsetting. I'm going to get it done. There you go. Thank goodness he didn't grab the wings. I would have been very, very upset if he had grabbed the wings. Alright. I think we're done maximizing profit here. We just need to grab that. Well, I'm glad I picked up all my health because somehow I get the biggest brain farts. I just grab it. It's just too much work otherwise. Getting the absolute biggest brain farts here. It's nothing here, just a little bit of money. That's it. There's some pots. I can pass on those. Give me the shotgun though. 11 bombs, I don't feel confident blowing up anything else. Just carry on with your money. If we manage to get to 1.75 million, is that doable? It's doable-ish. We'll need a lot of gems. Oh, another idol though. That's a good start. So intimidating here. Not impossible. Not impossible. Feeling pretty good about that little weave, not gonna lie. Feeling pretty damn great. Oh, and not getting absolutely destroyed by tiki traps there. And ball and chain thingamabobbers. Alright. We're almost done. Man, it's been a long time. This will last me for a good 5 months. Oh. Let's see. At least there we go. Please, I want to get rid of you. I put you in a worse place. Okay, he walked off. It's all good. One of those is a succubus. Feels suspicious. That little scene over there. What is going on? Maybe they're just twins. They got condemned to hell. Okay, which one are you? You are the evil one. Imposter. The stupidest imposter. Making sure that I know. I hate this man. I hate this man and I want him to die. You can get out of there, I believe. This guy's super inconvenient. I might just put him on here. Just to get him out of there. And he'll get ball and chained or ticket trapped or whatever. The idol. We still have the idol. Where did I leave it? Some weird, all these skulls over here. The mass graves of my enemies. That's all shopkeepers. Being buried alive in hell. Exactly what they deserve. The terrible, terrible fate. You think they're just skulls, but no, they're wailing spirits. Just completely lost. I hate this guy. Please get ball and chained. I don't appreciate you. If I just stay here, he'll probably get ball and chained forever. You know, until he finds the perfect way to jump where I'm at, shoot me, and throw him into the ghost. We can see this happening, right? Okay, let's just leave him be. We'll ghost a few of these. 1.72, yeah, with the idol and these monies. And if we make it to Yama, we're gonna get to the 2 million, baby. It used to be a massive accomplishment these days. It's just Tuesday. Not really, it's still pretty big. I haven't gotten to that point where it's routine. That's for sure. This ruby. Just grab it. It's just too much headache. Too much of a headache to get it ghosted. And I don't really mind about grabbing the rubies because rubies are worth 3,000 in hell? Or is it? No, 2,400. Okay. No, it's 3,000, right? Look, sir, I am extremely disappointed. I'm extremely disappointed in your insistence. Your insistence to not die to a ball and chain. Where did I leave my shotgun? Probably next to where the idol was at. Yep. Alright, he finally ball and chain himself. We can now carry on to the 3rd level of hell. And hopefully, from there, have a fantastic time in Yama's throne. Man, 1 hour, 37 minutes. Definitely longer than I thought recording Spelunky will take today. You know, I always count on my failure when I do daily challenges. Whenever this happens, while it's nice, don't get me wrong, it's nice. It also makes me slightly salty. Well, the fact that, holy crap, that took 1 hour and 30 minutes, almost 2 hours of my life. Boy, would I be mad if there was a power outage now. At the point I might want to like save the recording or something, but then I'll have to edit them together and that takes forever to process that video. Thank goodness there was no spikes to get murdered there. Callie is here, huh? It's too late to piss her off and goes Yama's throne. That'll be just freaking glorious. But there's definitely ghosting to be done. And you know what? That guy is the real deal. The freaking weirdo is for realsies. Right? Yeah, look at that. Oh, sacrificing hell. You go to the freaking netherworld. It's like another layer of absolute abject suffering. You think this is hell? In the netherworld, Twilight New Moon is on repeat. Just the same movie over and over and over. You get to watch Vampire Baseball over and over and over and over. Is that the one with Vampire Baseball? Is there Vampire Baseball in more than one? Because that will be the absolute worst. So we just want to piss him off and just wait. we've been actually, Twilight came to mind because we've been watching the Twilight movies, the wife and I. And we're like, you know what? My wife, she was like, you know what? I'm curious about these movies. I hear them getting trashed all the time. Let's watch them. Probably they're just so bad they're good kind of stuff, you know? And we'll have a fun time. And I was like, hell yeah, let's do it. I like hanging out with my wife. I like making fun of things. It's perfect. Absolutely perfect. Not gonna lie. The first Twilight movie, not great. Not even good. It wasn't nearly as awful as I imagined it. Like, it was just bad. That's it. And not bad in the sense of, this is torture, please get me out of here. It was more bad in the sense of, it's lame. That's cheesy kind of stuff. But, you know, for what it is, exactly for what it sets out to be, which is a vampire romance and, you know, a girl that falls in love with the typical romance story that has been copied now ad nauseum. It's pretty okay. It's not something that bothered me. It didn't bother me. Then you get further down the line though. We watched the third one, and boy, do they get less than optimal, less than great. It's really stupid, and the protagonist just being extremely infuriating. My wife actually liked the first. She's big into romance, and she loves vampire romance and werewolf stuff. She's super into that. So, you know, she was already going in low-key shipping things. But she was genuinely mad because of that, because she was actually kind of into them. She was genuinely mad with the third installment. The second installment, she was like, this wasn't as good. Third installment, she was genuinely mad. She was literally irritated to the point she didn't really even want to talk about it. She was just so annoyed with the decision-making process, let's say, of the protagonist, of Bella Swan, and how she, like, the most wonderful, egregious part of it is she agrees to marry my boy Edward Cullen, the main love interest, but because there must be a love triangle, like the very next scene is her telling the werewolf boy to kiss her while within earshot of vampire boy. And he was like, what? What just happened here? What is this nonsense? You just agreed to marry the boy. Are you some kind of buffoon? Oh man, she was mad. I'm enjoying it because I'm already not mentally checked out, but I'm like, I already know this is kind of terrible, so I'm just having fun. You know for a fact that I'm cracking raunchy jokes at every opportunity. A little getting on her nerves, still making her laugh, but that's happening as much as possible with a cheesy romance dialogue. Well, you gotta insert my throbbing man meat weeps for you dialogue into that, okay? It's very important. She tells me, don't you ever write a romance story. You'll be talking about the throbbing man meats and the wet caves of lust. It's going to be a total turnoff, so don't you dare. I'm gonna prove her wrong. I'm gonna write the best romance that you have ever imagined. I don't want to be crushed, please. Please don't crush me. Thank you. Thank you for not crushing me. I appreciate that. Okay, so let's get these rubies. Unfortunately, I have created a slight bit of a problematic situation where these rubies are going to drop into the lava. So we need to stand here. We need to float right in this spot. I guess we can just simply get them from the top, right? Okay, 22 bombs. Should have plenty. This is actually a serious, really high score. It might even be top 3. Don't want to say absolute best, but top 3 conceivable. Inconceivable. Okay, fella. You seem to have the power to stomp. Let me just obliterate you. It's really damn great. Not even caring about playing around with your fists. That's something that I do in the sex dungeon. Much rather. Take it easy. Take it easy. Give me the money. Oh, baby. No, my money. You thought I was going to burn, but no. This is great. Oh, I could have blown up this pot for extra cash. $1.97 million. Fantastic. 42. We have even answered the universe with our health total. Amazing stuff. Have you ever seen a more accomplished, beautiful, well thought out, fantastic daily challenge in your entire life? This was the most entertaining daily challenge of your entire life experience. Don't even deny it. Don't you dare. This was a life-altering experience. This never before have you seen the incredible Spelunky prowess combined with the most mind-shattering, thought-provoking commentary that you have ever encountered. This combination has made the life-altering cocktail that you will never forget. You were here, so was I. 2,070,000. I thought it would be higher than that, actually. Well, that's pretty good. I think that's like number 5. Number 5, maybe number 6. I've been on my personal best. I haven't had that many. Number 2? How dare you? Who are you, usurper? Interloper? Wingdil looks 2.9 million. You, this boy dupes. This boy dupes. Probably. Spent quite a long time getting that 2.9 million. Like, you can't get that kind of score, I don't think, without doing the awesome duping. Or maybe it's just amazing. And managed to ghost everything that I did at the very beginning. Wonder why I have the yellow. Oh, because old Paco actually has the yellow skin because I'm a weirdo. Never changed it from the other way. Anyway, my scores. Fastest times, high scores, daily all time. Man, I've gone down to 51st, huh? That was this one, number 5. Feeling pretty good, pretty nice. Now to get in the top 10, 1.959, huh? Look at that. Amazing. Anyway, hopefully you enjoy yourself in this long-winded nonsense diatribe. We had a great time together. See you in the next one, in which I will this brings nice steam. I will stop it. I just click on things that are not the thing. See you in the next one, in which I will die to spikes in 1-2 after the shopkeeper punches me into them. Oh, win the LWC. I'll get you next time, probably not, because you seem to be like leagues ahead of me, but I resent you.